Yeah. So the Watkins Glen race didn't help either, as far as the stress.
That was an exciting one, man. Watching that, I can't remember if I was there, if I was watching it on TV, but we had a real good chance to win that race, and things just didn't go our way, and unfortunately had a DNF in that race. But that sure was an exciting one to watch. Disappointing one for the way it ended.
Were you about to say something, Buzz, previously, or?
Well, the other heartbreak was another road race course in Sonoma with Robbie Gordon driving. And I believe with 3 laps to go, I know Richard Childress came over to me and said, you might win this thing. And no sooner did he say that than Robbie ripped the Panther bar out of the car up in turn 2, and that was the end of that. So, yeah, it was certainly a experience with highlights and lowlights. And while your heart pounded thinking you might win those, then in a second they're gone.
Yeah, that's tough to hear. I saw Robbie race in Nashville last year in the Stadium Super Trucks. A lot of fun.
He's got a great thing going with that. It's very exciting for the fans.
Yeah, definitely. They're so fan friendly. I remember watching the race afterwards. Robbie won, and 5 trucks did burnouts to entertain people. And I was like, who won the race? You couldn't tell,
Yeah.
So what are you doing at the American Equipment Company? Like, when did that start, Buzz?
The company, it's hard to believe, is almost 75 years old. Started really right after the late 40s, after World War II. The present company as it existed today started in about 63. And I joined the company in 1974 and ended up buying the company in 1983, and had the fortune to have a son that got an engineering degree, and actually he's the president of the company. And the other day he came in my office. I was listening to music while I was sitting at my desk, and he said, "So is this the beginning of the end?" But we're in the railroad equipment business. Prior to COVID, I used to travel about 120 plus days a year around the world. The last 2 years has been very different. We become experts in Zoom meetings and Microsoft Teams meetings. And every time we hang up on one of those calls, we say, well, that saved us about $10,000. Because in the old days, we used to travel to wherever we were talking to by phone. So the railroad equipment business is still good. The international side of it is just different. That's the best way I can say it.
Didn't you work at Caterpillar too, Brad?
I did. Yeah, when I graduated college, I worked for Caterpillar, and I was there for about 5 years. It was a great company to work for. Got to travel around with them. Lived in Hartford. Well, I started off in Illinois at the factory, Peoria, Illinois, and then I moved to Hartford and lived in Dallas, Texas for a while. It was a great company. And just when I was getting ready to move, I was getting a promotion to a location I actually did desire and wanted to go. My father asked me to come work with him. And believe it or not, that was 20 years ago. So that was in 2002 that I started with American Equipment Company and took over as president in 2012. So while we're sitting in different rooms, my father and I actually see each other every single day. We work together every day. We do our work together and we do our hobby together as well. So we've got a real close relationship, both at work and outside of work as well.
That's great to hear. So, yeah, what are your hopes so far with this television show and the team?
Well, the TV show was really fun to make. We had a good time. It was very professionally done. When we saw the first cut of the first episode, we were like, wow, this is the real deal. We really knew it when they showed up with a huge TV crew at the first event. But I wish it would go for a second season. I don't think that's going to happen. But I'm biased. I think it's one of the best shows on television. It's real. There was nothing ever scripted in the whole show. They gave me 5 words to say the whole time. It was "Welcome to Round 3 Racing." Everything after that was unscripted and as real as it could be. We had the good with the bad, and I'm I would love to see it go into another season. Maybe somebody else will pick it up and come film us again. But if it doesn't happen, I'm happy that I had the experience. It's something I'll remember for the rest of my life. And I'm just really proud of what we did.
That's pretty cool. I think that's plenty of info for now, but we'll definitely get you both back on in the near future.
Okay. Great, Doug. It's our pleasure.
Appreciate it, man. So, Buzz, where can people find you?
You know, I have a site on Facebook for certain. Our company website is also www.amico.net. That's an insight into our company. Anybody in South Florida, they come and knock on my door, they can find me. But you can also go on the World Racing League, WRL website, and you'll see where the races are. We're at Barber next week. We're at Road America, Mid Ohio, VIR, Daytona, Sebring, Coda. So we hit all the spots, and if any, it's a very fan-friendly series. No big deal to get in. Any fans want to come on in, come over and see us. We'd love to have you.
Definitely. Where can we find you, Brad?
Well, our website is roundthroughracing.com. We got a Facebook page, Instagram, all Round Through Racing, got Twitter, and I'll be at the races a lot this year. We're doing about once a month, and we'll be really busy this year. So like Buzz said, anybody who comes out to the events, come check us out, say hi. We got a real friendly team, and I would love to see all your fans.
Definitely. Everybody, let's thank Buzz and Brad for appearing on the show, and we'll see you next week for the next episode of Relentless and Unstoppable.